The Arizona Diamondbacks are currently owners of one of the longest streaks in baseball, but for me it's not so much the number as much as what the number signifies. Hi and welcome to another edition of Venom Vision. For ArizonaSports.com, I'm Dave Doler. Through the first 76 games of the Major League Baseball season, the Diamondbacks haven't been shut out yet. It's the longest active streak in the majors and the longest in franchise history. When you look at 76 games, it's a wow number. When you think about it, every team in baseball has been shut out at least 3 times. The Diamondbacks, 0. But look a little bit closer and it loses a little bit of its meaning. The Diamondbacks have lost 11 games this year, scoring just 1 run, and in recent weeks have been dominated by Lance Lynn, Eric Stoltz, Clayton Richard, and Matt Latos. For me, it's not so much the number, so much as what it means. And what it means is that the D-backs have been consistent at the plate. Kevin Towers, before the season began, preached that he had a roster that would grind out at bats. And so far this season, they've done just that. So while it's been meaningless at bats sometimes in the ninth or RBIs by Paul Goldschmidt, Josh Wilson, who's not even on the team, Miguel Montero, Jason Kubel, Cody Ross, they've never given up. The message is, it takes 27 outs to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks. And sometimes that might not matter in a 7-1 game, but with all the close wins and the extra inning wins, that ends up mattering. So when you look at 76, that's not the number that matters. What matters is the at-bats within the 76. Let's shift gears and head on over to the Around the Diamond segment, where this week we'll focus on another stat, this one not of the positive variety. The Arizona Diamondbacks rotation in June hasn't been very good. That much you really can't debate. Trevor Cahill's been like a box of chocolates. Wade Miley hasn't been the same pitcher he was a year ago. Ian Kennedy was flat with a 10-game suspension. Brandon McCarthy hasn't even pitched in the month due to a shoulder injury. And then you look at the minor league call-ups, whether it's Tyler Skaggs or Randall Delgado, and there's been some good and some bad with them. Since June 5th, when Wade Miley beat the St. Louis Cardinals, the D-back starters haven't recorded a single win in 17 games. And everyone wants to talk about it. 17 games, wow, such a big number. And it is, but if you look at the wins and losses in the left side, which, well, the D-back starters haven't been on in 17 games, it doesn't tell the whole story. In that same span, Patrick Corbin has gone at least 7 1/3 innings 3 times while giving up just 1 run. Ian Kennedy's done 2 quality outings, maybe his 2 best of the season, and Randall Delgado's first start of the season on June 18th against the Marlins was quality with a capital Q. Those 6 starts, no victories for D-back starters. And that's the things about individual wins. It sometimes punishes pitchers for things that are out of their control, whether it be the bullpen or lack of offense at the plate, things that have played the Diamondbacks so far in June. So 17 games is a big number. Everyone wants to talk about the drought. You can't look at stats black and white. Sometimes you have to look at the whole picture and put things in perspective. Well, that does it for this week's edition of Venom Vision. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to submit a tweet for next week's Around the Diamond segment, shoot me one at the Double D at our station's Twitter account at AZSports620. Until next week, thanks as always. For ArizonaSports.com, I'm Dave Dolberg.